In a dramatic dawn operation, President Yoon was arrested in Seoul. This was the second attempt by officers, the first time they were stopped by his personal security. Officers had to work hard for it, though, using wire cutters, ladders and scaling buses to get to him. He'd been pretty busy pre-recording a video.
Hello guys, and welcome back to Mora TV. So today let's go through something very different, not really different, but we are really used to Kenyan politics. Let's go to South Korea, and South Korea seems to be really following our footsteps. It really seems to really have really have gotten tired of the whole administration and how things are done by the government, and it has gone to the streets. I hope you have seen the video where there is massive people on the streets trying to put their government right, or put their country in the right place, and it's really giving a good feeling that people have woken up. People want to see good for their country, because if everything is good in the government, then even raising your children, your feeding, your schooling, your in other words, your education, your health, everything works out smoothly. So we have seen, or I have seen, the South Koreans really up to the game. They have wamefuata mkondo wetu, and they are fighting for their rights. And it's really sad when I look at this can I say two countries, or is it two states, or what's the name? By the book, comment down below. This South Korea and this North Korea, and apparently North Korea is more stable government wise. It's more developed, it has stable security in terms of the navy, the military and all that. But now, despite the fact North Korea being that stable, it is among the worst countries to actually live in the world, because the rules those people live by, as Kenyans we cannot even breathe. As Kenyans we can't live a day, because North Koreans live under really rigid conditions. They live in fear. They're just scared because of the the president is something else. It's just sad how people live. But we are not going to talk about North Korea, but I'm going to make a video about North Korea, because sometimes we really have to appreciate what we have as a country, because people are going through more than we can ever imagine. So apparently South Koreans are on the streets. They are demonstrating. There are so many things that they are complaining about. Let's talk about those things that they are complaining. There's the right to health, environment. It seems like South Koreans, their environment is not clean. The environment is prone to give them diseases and everything. When you live in an environment that is really not giving out cleanliness and everything, your chances of being sick are high. Freedom of expression, they are not given the right to express themselves. The same to North Korea, because North Korea, they are allowed to only watch one station, that's a government station. I think they have like 4 stations. So their entertainment is sanctioned, or is guided by the government. You just can't watch anything, and you just can't even listen to music. So freedom of expression is a big problem for both North and South Korea. The other one is the workers' rights. In North Korea, actually, even kids work, and it's such a rigid country. Let's just say that discrimination. The elites, like in North Korea, you find that those ones who are doing better financially are the ones who are allowed to stay in the capital. Apparently, you have to ask permission to live in the capital. Like, man, it's something else. But another one is children rights. Okay. Another one is sexual and gender-based rights, death penalty. Okay. So, guys, we are among the countries in the world that have a very, very strong sense of freedom. our constitution allow us to be free, or to have freedom to certain things. And I'm really sorry for South Korea, because they don't have that freedom of expression. They don't have freedom of speech. They do not have the right to go to anywhere they want in the vicinity of South Korea. They do not have the rights, to healthy environment that really supplements or helps you take care of yourself, and a clean environment that will boost your health and everything. They do not have that, and it's very sad. That's why the South Korean have gone to the streets, and I think that this is an action or an approach that North Koreans won't dare, because their kind of punishment is just so lethal that they cannot afford to make a mistake. Because in North Korea, if you mess up, you mess up your whole family. So you really have to be careful, so that when you do not do a mistake that will affect your whole lineage or your whole family, from grandma to siblings to parents to uncles and everything. So it's a really sad state, but I'm very happy for the South Koreans. They are going to the streets. They are fighting for their rights. They want to be heard, and that is what it is all about. This is what us Kenyans have been doing, and I'm really happy that other countries are emulating, and other countries really want to follow up on what we've done as Kenyans, and I'm really glad. Guys, able tell me what you think about this South Korean thing, because it's really, as much as I'm talking about it so shallowly, it's really extreme, and it really makes us Kenyans, especially myself, who has actually gone through this, watching this, and just learning 1, 2, 3 before I post this video, is that we have a lot of things that we are taking for granted as Kenyans. Things like health, things like food. As much as there's no enough, but at least we ain't starving. Our kids go to school. They have the freedom to go and educate and get an education. It's really, sexual and gender-based rights. So apparently these people have issues that are gender-based. If you are a woman, you're prone to go through some things that men won't go through. If you're a man, you'll go through some things that most likely your wife or your sister or your mother will not go through. So this is just, they have gender-based rights. If you're a man, there are things you will suffer for. If you're a woman, there are things you'll suffer for. So guys, what do you think about this South Korea thing? Do you think I should make a more detailed video for you guys to understand what I'm saying? Okay? Because I've come to realize that the whole world is rotten. Everybody is fighting for a better country, for a better place for their kids, for a better education. We're just fighting left, right, and center. And I'm really glad that people are following our footsteps, and people are trying to make their lives better. Anyway, guys, subscribe, like, share, above all, comment. And don't forget to pray for Kenya. And don't forget to pray for LA. And above all, I love you guys. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you.